Well, good afternoon and welcome once again to Ed's Orchids. Now, I've just nipped over to Sheilas. We're going out tonight for a nice Indian meal, but I thought I'd just nip into her greenhouse and have a look what's going on, because she said I haven't been in there for a couple of days yet. The weather hasn't been good enough. So we're in the greenhouse now and we'll have a look what she's got. And I've shown you this one before and it's growing and keeps growing. And it is a Tragoglotis rosea, and this is one she bought as a very small plant from Chantel, if you remember Chantel in the UK, who closed down a few years ago and moved to Australia. But that's a big plant and just coming into bud. You can just see the buds coming on now, and it'll be, there we are, it'll be one mass of them. You see the buds forming there. So that's beautiful and a lovely plant. And then here she's got the Phaeus colossus, and this sends up three or four spikes a year, and there's just one there budding up, and a much taller one here. And another smaller one coming up down at the bottom there. So they're doing alright. Now there's one over here, this is a dendrobium, bit difficult to get to. I'll have a look at the name after, and that's flowered up with some beautiful little yellow flowers on. See if I can get it from a different angle. There we are. Not much different colour, only yellow. And the name of that plant is, just a minute, I'll have to switch off and pick the label out. Dendrobium vanilli pomerae. And down here she's got the usual little things that captures the bugs. I forgot what they call that one. There's another one here, looks like it's getting ready for repotting. It's coming out over the edge, and I just can't see a label on that one anywhere, but she'll know what it is. Nice big plant, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, about 10 bulbs on it. You've got some little plants here, I can't see the names on them. Little Phalaenopsis, I think, is the back there. Another one there. And another one there coming into bloom. Bit difficult stretching over here. And there's a big plant there. Douceri, what's it called? Barbacella douceri. I think that's what it's called. And she keeps taking cuttings off this and giving it to people, making more and more and more. And this is the one that has thousands of very small blooms on him, generally around about August, September area. And she's got 3 quite big cymbidiums here. I think I showed you this one in flower a bit since, but she's now cut the spike off to put more energy into the bulbs. And there's another one there. The leaves aren't quite as big, so evidently that's not a large growing one. And there's another one at the back, the same. Dendrobium spectabile. She had this a couple of years, 2 or 3 years. Not many leaves done down at the bottom, but plenty of pseudoballs and quite fat. And it has flowered a couple of times, so it's a 4N one, this. and I think it came from, well, it did come from Spiceotics. Well, we'll just shoot along and look at some of the hanging plants here. Can't see the name of that one unless I turn it round, I think. It's a magnificent plant though, this. I'll lift it down. And I think you've seen this in full flower. Absolutely gorgeous. Well, the label's turned the other way around, so I'll switch off and have a look. Yeah, I've had a look at the label. It's a Ceratostylis rubra. Absolutely gorgeous when that's in full bloom. Just one mass of beautiful red blooms. Now this is a strange one. She could never keep this one alive, the Senelli. Never keep her alive, all dying off, a little bit left, but she had a tiny little piece left, and what she did, she actually stopped watering it, and by stopping watering it, against all odds, it started growing. You know, they generally say, you know, you've got to keep these wet, but she hasn't kept this wet, and it's as dry as a bone now. But it's living. Some more here. I'm not going to take them all down and have a look at the labels at the back. I'll just show them here. Maybe you can have a guess what they are. I know this one is a Medusa. You can tell by those leaves on this one. Just try and take it down and show you. Yeah, this is growing really well. Look at all those new growths coming on. And beautiful, beautiful flowers on this one. Forget the name. Where is it? Epidendrum. That's it, Epidendrum Medusa. Beautiful. We'll carry along. And this is one of the leafless ones. I can tell there. Eusinoides, I think that's what it says there. Eusinoides. And this one is just a type of fern coming out of it. Well, she loves the ferns. And they seem to grow wild. They're not planted. They just seem to grow. That looks like a tiny Phalaenopsis mounted on some a bit of sphagnum or a bit of moss. Looks lovely. Should do all right. Looks okay, doesn't it? And this is Phalaenopsis wilsonii. And just look how the moss has grown on that. And beautiful little flowers when they emerge. But the moss is absolutely beautiful. Phalaenopsis wilsonii. This is some type of Dracula. I can't see the name. Oh yeah, there's a label right down at the bottom there. And I don't think it's ever flowered, this. So let's have a look at the name if I can get it. Dracula excuse me, Dracula Hisuta. Right, I don't know what this one's like, but it's a nice big plant with plenty of new growth coming on there. Don't ever remember this being in flower. Dracula hirsuta. And I think she's got a zygopetalum here. Yeah, there's another growth, another spike there with a few blooms on, and one in flower around here. See if we can see it. There we are. The zygopetalum. I think it's something like crinitum, but I'm not sure. Don't quote me on that one. But that's another plant that she's growing very, very nicely. Well, this is the last one along here, and this looks like something like Dendrobium Christidone. Beautiful little flowers on this one. Not big, only about probably 1.5 to 2 inches at the most, but with a beautiful little lip on it. And I think the last plant to show you is a Phragmipedium. And it's a Phragmipedium lemoniarianum. Alright, if you can say that. Magnificent growths on it. It was just a single little plant she got, this one. It's never been repotted or anything. And she's got a multitude of growths on it now. Flowered last year as well, quite nice too. Don't know how many growths there is on there now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's at least 6. And she just keeps that hung up right at the top of the greenhouse. There we are, so I can't show you much more. There's not much more to show you. Everything looks good. And until next time, thanks for watching, and I'll see you later. Bye.